What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Real Film Pod. My name is Jameson here with Lucas, and today we're going to be breaking down Avengers Doomsday Trailer 2, the special look that we got at D23, and we're going to talk about things that you might have missed. And obviously, the central focus of this trailer is around Doom, and we're going to get to learn more about his backstory and Marvel's interpretation of him and his relationship with the Fantastic Four, as they're both from Earth 828, and they're both correlated with one another, so that's going to be interesting to see and learn about. So with all that being said, let's get into this. Here we go.
All right, everybody, got Avengers Doomsday, the trailer from D23. I am very excited for this movie. How are you thinking about this movie?
I mean, first off, I'm really pumped. I mean, movie has been long awaited for, and I'm just really excited to see, what the implications are in this movie, how this is going to turn out, and what this is going to do for the foreseeable future for Marvel leading into Secret Wars.
Yeah, that's great. We got a lot of Marvel projects to look forward to. We got Black Panther 3, Ghost Rider, The Mutant Saga, all after Secret Wars. So I think there's a lot of things for Marvel fans to look forward to.
I think a lot of build up too.
Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of projects to look forward to. So I can't believe we're here in almost 2027. So it's kind of crazy. We have RDJ playing Doctor Doom, and yeah, obviously RDJ is one of the most recognizable actors in the MCU, playing Iron Man from 2008 till 2019. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, we jump into the trailer, seeing Doctor Doom on his throne, with green energy on the ground. The center logo, actually the same logo we see on his gauntlet when he was fighting Thor. Doom first appeared in Fantastic Four issue 5. Reed and Doom were rivals since college. Interested to see their relationship in this movie. Obviously, they are both from Earth 828. And it kind of kicks off with Doom. It's kind of Doom's trailer. We're really learning more about like what Doom is. I think we're gonna get a backstory about him, hopefully.
Well, so yeah, on the backstory that you mentioned, we hear Susan talking about Doom, and this is our first correlation
Crying.
between, huh?
She was crying.
Yes. Well, this also theory that seems to be after a fight that they had with Doom. We see Magneto with a cast around his arm or like a sling or whatever. So this is right after a fight, obviously. Or at least that's my theory. I mean, they look beaten up, but this is like our first time where Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four are really like referenced.
Yeah.
I mean, Sue talking about the history with Victor and how he was always the smartest one in the room. Um, we did get a couple mentions here and there in Fantastic Four with all the representatives from different countries except for Latveria, which is Doom is the ruler of Latveria, and then obviously we see him in the end credit scene. But yeah, she talks about he's always the smartest person in the room, and she never really realized how broken he was, and that's why
Exactly what she said. Yeah.
and that's why he's turning down this path.
And we see Doom looking at. Some people are thinking it's his wife and his son, but I think it's his mother.
Hmm. I mean, his mother plays a big part in his story arc,
Yeah.
and Doom is the most powerful sorcerer in Marvel, and his mom is the one who taught him, the witchcraft.
Yeah. Cynthia, she was a very powerful witch, very important because she is one of the biggest reasons why Doom actually became interested in doing magic, and it involves a lot of dark magic, and her soul that ultimately became trapped in hell, and the reason why Doom's doing what he's doing because he thinks he's saving the universe. Like you said, smartest guy in every room, kind of like Iron Man. He was the
Right.
smartest man in every room, and
I mean, and Doom and Reed, I feel like they kind of have, they have this friendship, but
they have
they're
respect
also
for each other.
right. They have that respect, but they're also, they're rivals too. They've always been at odds ends with one another, but now it's kind of getting to the point. I mean, we hear him in the trailer being like, "Victor, did you do this? Like just that in itself, it sends chills down my spine, but also you can just tell that they have a lot of history with each other. The way that he's addressing, Victor.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Doom is obviously the center of this movie, and he's the biggest thing to understand because Doom, he's not just another villain. You know, he's not just your ordinary villain. He's very strong, and he stopped Stormbreaker with two fingers. Thanos couldn't even stop it with all the Infinity Stones. I mean, he did snap his
But
fingers, but
it was uncharged energy though. That he
yeah,
had just gotten the Mind Stone, and just being able to wield the gauntlet with all those stones takes a lot out of you. So
Doom, yeah.
that's what But yeah, just that's a huge statement though. That the fact that he's able to stop Stormbreaker, which is made from a dying star
So is
with
Doom more
two
powerful
fingers.
than Thanos?
I believe so. I know people are going to argue now without the gauntlet. Yeah, no question.
Yeah, of
People
course.
are going to say, with the gauntlet, you could snap him out of existence. But even then, I think Doom is just so powerful when it comes to his sorcery that I think he wouldn't give Thanos the chance to get the stones nor snap his fingers.
Yeah.
Obviously in Secret Wars, one of the most infamous scenes or pages from that book is where Doom just rips Thanos' spine from his body.
Mhm.
Kind of like actually what the Predator does. I don't know if any of you have watched the Predator movies, but when Predator kills his prey, he rips their spines out and takes their skull as their as a trophy.
But yeah,
Back to Doom.
now we're gonna talk about Doctor Doom, Doctor Victor Von Doom. Sorry, his armor. Now this trailer gives us several looks at his armor, and it's not really. It's kind of like it's not really like an Iron Man style suit. I mean, people are saying that. Oh, maybe Tony, maybe he's not playing Doctor Doom because we see his eyes, but he's probably just wearing contacts, the green eyes.
Right.
But the mask is obviously very important to the traditional Doctor Doom design. Obviously, way better than we got in the Fantastic Four. Way better than the Silver Surfer.
Well, so that's the thing about Silver Surfer. I actually think that the Silver Surfer Doom,
Really, you like that suit?
I liked it better than what we got in the first one. I feel like they were trying too hard. And also
They did try too hard.
they just didn't do Doctor Doom justice. Now, don't get me wrong, he's obviously a Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah,
I think though making him an Avengers level threat villain, I think is very smart. Um, but yeah, I think they just really underutilized his character and only had him shoot out electricity. Like he can do a lot
yeah.
more than that.
He got killed pretty easily. I mean, not killed,
Not killed, but he
taken
got
out.
stopped. And yeah, they didn't really do his character justice. Didn't explain really his backstory. I just
Yeah,
think it was really just a bad job. They just didn't have. I just don't think the writing was really good for his character. And same with freaking Galactus. It made him a fucking puffy cloud. I know Silver Surfer was cool, but just I think the way that they handled Galactus and the Rise of the Silver Surfer, I just think was
I think
poorly executed
I think this is the best Doctor Doom we're gonna get
ever.
probably since like the original animated TV show with Doctor Doom.
A TV show. Like
Like way back when.
the freaking what the hell is it? Avengers. It's on Disney
Yeah, you
Plus.
guys can let us know down in the comments. I haven't watched that in years. Um, but yeah, Doom's massive idea is he can fix. He's trying to fix the world's problem, and he believes what he's doing is what needs to be done. And now we will talk about a possible entrance from one of the characters, Doctor Stephen Strange. And I'll let you take that away.
Oh, we're using our made up names, huh?
Oh, then I'm Spider Man.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made up names. I'm Spider-Man then.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. So the last time we see Doctor Strange is in the Multiverse of Madness, and there's actually this unresolved issue that we see in the end credit scene where we get Clea, who is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the daughter of Dormammu, who we see in Doctor Strange 1, and we in the end credit scene we see that they are heading into the dark dimension because Strange caused an incursion. And I think the incursion that we're seeing is the one with the X-Men universe or
It's possible.
Tobey Maguire's universe is what people are saying.
That's what I think.
But yeah, that's one of the unresolved issues. We haven't seen anything from that yet. Strange, he's got the third eye, and with the
And credit scene.
wizard, yeah, with the wizard, he obviously has two eye holes, but then on top, he's got another eye hole for the third eye. And I think Strange is the only Marvel character that I know of
Yeah.
that has three eyes. And just don't even get me started with how horrible the CGI looked with his third eye. And that, I mean,
It's not great. Looked like a fucking
that
alien.
was pretty bad. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's our possible theory. I mean, I think everybody believes that too. And for the witches, by the way, so there's two witches that I feel like I can confirm. We got the one with the purple drapes. That's obviously Clea. I don't think there's any doubt that Strange and Clea, they're working together. Okay. Then there's one in green drapes, which I think is Sylvie. I think that is.
The theory.
I
Yeah.
mean, she's a witch. So I mean, Loki is, got a
We'll get
mischief.
into
We'll get into
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's kind of like a sorcerer, like a enchantress. If anybody knows who Enchantress, I thought that she was gonna be Enchantress. Unfortunately, she wasn't. But for real Marvel fans, you'll know who that is. And then we have one more, which is kind of like a reddish orange, and this one's a little tricky. I'm not 100% sure on who this is, but the rumors that are going around is that this could be potentially Scarlet Witch. How do you feel about that?
You know, I would love a entrance from Scarlet Witch. Obviously, we are getting Vision Quest. We just got the trailer for Vision Quest. We will probably do a little breakdown on that if you guys would like.
Yeah, let us know
But
if you want us to do like an episode release, like kind of like break down each episode that comes out.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, I'd love to do that if
yeah,
you
we
would
could
like to see
we
that.
could try doing reaction for once. That will
We
actually
yeah,
work.
we've tried about 4 or 5 reactions, and they
Just
all
went to shit.
yeah.
But yeah, Doctor Strange. So obviously, Doctor Strange knows a shit ton about the multiverse. And the multiverse, I mean, how many multiverses are there? There's tons,
There's got to be trillions.
trillions of multiverses. And these characters, obviously, they were in a comic together.
Well, so like the multiverse with the TVA, it's just one single branch. The whole point of it was to stop the whole multiverse from branching out and incursions. But obviously now, well, Loki is actually the god of stories or god of the multiverse, as I like to call
Mischief.
him. God of mischief. Well, he's not the god of mischief anymore, but he's holding all the timelines together. And I think Doom's first target is going to be
It's got to
Loki,
be Loki.
and
Yeah, it's got to be.
with him causing the incursions, I think that's somehow going to deal with him destroying the multiverse and having one single timeline.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, we'll get into Loki in a little bit, but I wanted to back off with the witches. We are talking about the witches.
All right, yeah.
So yeah, the major part of Doom's comic book history, which involves his mother, Victor's mother, Cynthia. Now, she was a very powerful witch, obviously, and that was the picture he was looking at on the
It's a mural.
mural. Yeah, sorry. But she obviously attempted to use her powers to ultimately become connected and use her supernatural powers to help Doom. She was obviously a powerful witch, and we're probably gonna get those 3 witches. That's a big theory. People are thinking we're gonna get those witches that you mentioned.
I think Clea is clear cut one of the witches, and I think Sylvie
Would you be
too.
disappointed if we didn't get any?
Any of those characters?
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't know who. I hope we get some iteration of the Doom bots. I mean, Doom. That's what Doom uses a lot to fill in for him. Obviously, they're not nearly as powerful as him, but I would like to see. It almost seems like he's using the Sentinels kind of as his Doom bots. Obviously, we know we're gonna get X-Men in that, and the Sentinels are designed to kill mutants, as we saw them in their first ever appearance in X-Men issue 14, back with the original X-Men lineup with Beast, Iceman, Archangel, or just Angel, Cyclops, and Jean Grey. So
Yeah. You ready for our next part? The Fantastic Four. Now, the Fantastic Four obviously come from the same universe as Doctor Doom.
right.
Now, what I would love, what they would do for this movie, is I would love if we just get maybe like 10 years ago. We see Doom and Reed and Susan all like hanging out, talking, like kind of we do in the Fantastic Four movie. I like that. We saw him kind of transition into that villain, and I liked how we got that in that movie. I really enjoyed that.
I'm sure we're
That was
gonna
the
get
one thing I did enjoy about that movie. I gotta say, I hate to admit I liked something from that movie, but if we got that, I think that would be great.
Well, no, I mean you can't have Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four and not give
Give him
a
backstory.
backstory. But I think that Reed and Doom's relationship, I feel like, is very similar to Charles and Eric's relationship, or Professor X and Magneto's relationship, because they both kind of believe in the same thing, but they both go about it in different ways.
Yeah,
With
that's
with
definitely
Charles
fair.
believing that mutants and humans can coincide, and mutants are are just equal to humans, while Eric, on the other hand, is a mutant activist and believes that mutants are the future of the human race and wants to create global genocide and eradicate all humans.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Reed and Doom's relationship is going to be really interesting. We saw them in the trailer. Obviously, he was asking him, "Did you do this?" We got to see which universe he was destroying. I mean, it looked like kind of like Central Park. I could
Is
not
this the
tell.
stupid theory where it's Tobey Maguire's universe?
It's
I
possible.
don't know why people are
I think
stuck.
that's kind of like that would be a big fan service if that were to happen. I think it kind of ruin the movie if he did show
Look,
up.
I don't know why everybody's saying it's gonna be Tobey Maguire. Is that just what people want? Is it because
I
of
think
the
that's
end
what people
credit
want.
scene that we saw?
I think it's the end credit scene we saw in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I think that's what people want to
I
happen.
mean,
But
they had a good send off in No Way Home. Why bring him back just to kill him? And
it's either they bring him
people are saying
back.
that the X-Men are gonna kill him.
It's just, how crazy would it be? Now, off the topic of
See
the Fantastic
Cyclops
Four.
use his
Now, how crazy would it
optic
be
blast on
for okay,
Toby.
agree or disagree? The first 10 minutes of Doomsday, Doom destroys Tobey Maguire's whole entire universe and kills him. Would that be a what would be your reaction?
I'd be like, what the fuck?
What was the point of doing that? Just show you how powerful Doom is,
So
destroying a fan favorite character.
I feel like they can go about Doom in a different way on showing how powerful he is. Look, we from the trailer we know how powerful he is.
Of course,
But I believe now, obviously, before Doom, the whole multiversal saga was built around Kang the Conqueror. And now, obviously, the whole lawsuit with Jonathan Majors obviously
who remains from Loki.
creates a problem. And we got the Council of Kangs in Quantumania. Just what a fucking
Okay.
stupid shit show of a movie that was. But we see the Council of Kings now. Obviously, they can't use Jonathan Majors. But I think seeing the remains of the councils all dead with Doom just standing in the center,
That's
I think
aura.
that's aura, and I think that in itself, without him having to do anything, shows how powerful he is.
Yeah, I think that's a good theory you got there.
Thank you.
Going, yeah. Reed Richards. So I want to talk about a little bit about Reed Richards. Obviously, Pedro Pascal's character. I think he plays it pretty good. But he is very important to Doom's relationship. I mean, he isn't simply a hero. It's not really a hero versus a villain. It's more personal. Doom really believes that Reed is one of the few people capable of understanding him, and he at the same time, Doom really does consider Reed and believes Reed's very smart, obviously, and he's been
Right.
him for years. But that conflict with Reed and Doom is going to be very powerful and very heartbreaking. Him and the Fantastic Four is going to be it's going to be hard to watch. I mean, it's going to be great to watch, but it's going to be tough seeing the relationship just kind of fall apart. I mean, they were friends for years, and Susan in the beginning crying with the with all them. I think that was right after they look like they got beat the fuck up. I mean,
Or you know what? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
no,
I
it was
think one of the maybe the first scene of the movie could potentially be the end credit scene that we got from
Spider-Man.
from Fantastic Four.
It could be
That
with Franklin and yeah,
I think that could potentially be the first scene. Well, I think that scene that we got from the movie from Fantastic Four was actually a scene from the movie.
you think we're gonna see Doom in the very first scene, kind of like we did with Thanos?
Yes, I believe so.
You think? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. We're gonna do. But then we get to the X-Men. I'm gonna let you take this away because you watched all the X-Men. You know more about the X-Men than I personally do, so I'll pick it back off you. Or no?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm fucking with you. So yeah, the X-Men. We actually get we get to see all the Fox X-Men. Well, most of them reprising their roles, and I think, I mean, we get to see Rebecca Romaine back as Mystique. Um,
Yeah, Mystique and Yelena fighting. Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Channing Tatum's Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine. Then you get Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto and Sir Patrick Stewart as Professor X. Also got Cyclops. Um, I forget the actor's name, but they're doing his Cyclops justice, the most comic accurate Cyclops that we've seen. Obviously, he was kind of, I think, overshadowed by Wolverine in the original X-Men movies. So to kind of see Cyclops, because Cyclops is meant to be the leader of the X-Men.
Mhm.
So good to kind of see him taking that charge, I think is gonna be cool. And now, obviously, we see the Sentinels, and I don't know what universe that's from. This could be from the newer
The Sentinels, yeah.
X-Men universe that we are seeing. Um, so it's interesting how we're gonna see that. Now I gotta ask: are we gonna see? I already know the answer, and I don't think so. But are we gonna see Sadie Sink's Jean Grey in this movie?
Now, I don't think so. I think we're first time we're gonna see her since Spider-Man. I think it's gonna be in the first X-Men movie we get, which is gonna be in 2028, because we did see she was leaving, going on the bus to go somewhere. Obviously, we know where it's gonna
It's
be.
gonna be the X Mansion.
Maybe it could surprise us. But I think they were obviously filming that during when they were filming this, so I don't think that's like I don't think Tom Holland's gonna be in this. I
No,
do think
he's
he's
definitely,
gonna be in end credit scene though. That's possible.
and he's obviously gonna be Secret Wars. No
Of
doubt,
course he's gonna be in
no
Secret
doubt
Wars.
about it.
Of course he's gonna be in Secret Wars. But yeah, the Sentinels. Obviously they are mutant hunting machines created to detect and eliminate each mutant it finds in its way.
Now
Now, go ahead.
I know this has nothing to do with the MCU, but they're kind of like um DC's version of Manhunters. And for any of you who know the Manhunters, and if you're watching the Lanterns TV show, which I think so far first episode has been absolutely amazing. Manhunters
Yeah, check it out.
were designed by the Green Lantern Guardians to kind of help out the Green Lantern Corps, but kind of, you know, there's like a glitch in their system where now they want to kill all human or all living organisms. Similar, actually, maybe not so much to the Sentinels, but similar to Ultron a little bit.
Ultron, okay.
Who we are going to see for the first time since Avengers Age of Ultron in Vision Quest, because
Can't wait for
obviously
that.
part of Ultron is in Vision, and Ultron's new body was going to be Vision. So
The heck?
they're always going to be part of each other. Yeah, the only time we got mentioned of Ultron was in the Hex with Monica
say.
Rambeau's character, and then where we saw Ultron's head in Homecoming.
He's one of the most underrated villains.
I think,
You know,
look, I don't think they did his character justice.
Yeah.
Ultron,
him and Doom kind of have a little bit in common, trying to fix the world, save the world.
but in different ways. Ultron believes that all humans should die. Doom believes that the universe should be set and perfectly balanced and should not have been changed. Which one of the big points is how they're all living stolen lives.
I'll live in stolen life.
And
Such a good line.
what he means by that is now, the Avengers, they try to get their happy ending, but at the end of Endgame, trying to undo the snap, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all of them that died should have been dead. The world should have been, it should have been 50% of the world living while the other blipped and died away.
Yeah.
That should have happened. Gore's daughter, Love, who becomes Thor's daughter, she should not. I mean, they use what the fuck
Eternity.
is it? It's something like that. Whatever. To revive her, she should have been dead. That's another stolen life that
Yeah. No,
that they have.
Yeah.
Same with Channing Tatum's Gambit. He should not exist. So them living these Loki, for example, he should be dead too. Him getting the Tesseract in Endgame back in the year 2012 should have never happened. He should have stayed dead.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
The whole Loki thing. if imagine if Hulk did not take the stairs, only because Hulk didn't want to take the stairs. He crushed the door open. Loki or Tony
Tony
fell with
loses the case.
the case, and Loki grabs it and he goes off.
Yeah, that.
Fucking Hulk.
But and everybody says that's supposed to happen. But you know,
But is it?
I have no idea. But that was never supposed to
I guess
happen.
that's up to the Russo brothers, right?
That was never supposed to happen. So Loki now, as the god of stories, is living a stolen life, and Doom believes that it should all go back to how it was beforehand. Thanos should have never died. Thanos should have always won. So now he's going to reset the multiverse into his perfect image.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that would be insane if Doom actually pulls it off in both of these movies. Imagine if like they actually win, if Doom wins.
So I want to go back to the half circle, full circle, half circle. Yeah. So I think a lot of somehow Doom is going to lose.
Of
Okay.
course, that's what they're they
Not-
have to do that.
But
Fan service.
and I think he's going to win in Secret Wars with rebooting the Marvel universe with the soft reboot and leading into the mutant saga. Obviously, this is going to lead into Battle World where we're going to see God Emperor Doom, the most powerful version of him.
Yeah.
So also Susan and Doom kind of had a little relationship in that story. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they go down that road. So, but yeah, I don't think Doom is gonna win in this. Somehow he's not gonna win. Now, how is he not gonna win? I think it's up in the air. Potentially, we could see Sentry. Now, I actually want to ask you.
Oh, imagine that.
I want to ask you, what do you think about Sentry and the Void?
We saw Sentry.
I think Doom is gonna make
we
him
saw
his bitch.
Sentry in Thunderbolts. Now, obviously, Sentry was fucking wiping the floor with the Thunderbolts and that. And if Doom could somehow get Sentry under his wing, possibly gets Doctor Strange under his wing, I don't think they stand a fucking chance in this movie. Imagine
That's why Thor said they're gonna need a miracle.
We're gonna need a miracle, and then that's when he finds Steve Rogers.
Or yeah, or as he's gonna go by, Nomad, which was leaked by Anthony Mackie, who was going to be.
They're always spoiling something.
Yeah, I mean,
always.
It's hard not to.
Did they do that shit on purpose?
Maybe not.
But yeah, Doom is obviously trying to save reality. He could be attempting to create his own solution. And, you know, if we do get these characters, if we get Tobey Maguire, if we get Doctor Strange, if we get Scarlet Witch, if we get Sentry, I think that's a little too much for one movie that's going to be 2.5 hours long. I think this one, just getting the characters that we have cast, I think is good. Maybe Secret Wars you can get a little more. Maybe end credit scene we'll see more characters. But yeah, that means the Avengers aren't really fighting Doom. They're fighting all these other villains, and I kind of want Doom to be the main threat, which he obviously is. I don't want it to be other villains, and I don't want Doom to just go out. Like I want it to be a fight. I want it to be like a fight that lasts a long 2 movies worth.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that is exactly what's going to happen.
But now we will talk about Loki. Loki. Man.
Okay, where do you start?
Where do you start? He's gonna be a big part of this movie.
Absolutely. Well, I think he's either
he's the key to this movie.
He is, and I think. Do you think he's gonna die?
Now,
that's the question.
I think they just. I mean, how many fucking times are they gonna kill him?
I don't know.
I don't
but
think
in
he's gonna
order,
die. I don't think he
order
is.
to get for Doom to control the multiverse,
I think Loki is gonna be Doom's first target, and his target that he needs he's gonna have to take Loki out.
that could be the first scene of the movie. Because obviously in the trailer we see Loki, he's not holding the timelines anymore.
He's not, and I think that would be really interesting if we do see that. I don't think it's gonna happen because I feel like we need to see Thor and Loki reunite.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
We have to see that.
I would be, how disappointed I'd be if that never happened. It's going to though.
It's got to happen. Obviously in the Loki TV show, you guys got to watch that before you watch Doomsday. He discovers the Kang variant. It's that takes his place in the Infinite Universes. With
He Who Remains, or
the variant we saw.
Victor Timely.
Yeah, the variant we saw of Kang. But Doom Doom is a big problem for Loki. Obviously, he's trying to deal with the multiversal crisis. Loki is sitting in the center of the branching timelines that we saw in the finale of episode 6. But yeah, I think Doom is or Loki is going to be Doom's first initial target. He's gonna have to take Loki out if he wants to succeed in his master plan. He's gonna need to possibly manipulate the shit out of Loki and get Loki on his team.
No,
You don't think that's gonna happen?
I do not see that happening.
Um,
I honestly, I do not.
Obviously, that brings me to my next point: Thor and Loki's relationship. Um, that's gonna be such an emotional fucking scene.
I mean, last
Obviously,
time he saw him dead
obviously this was the 2012 version, so Loki did see in the show. He does see what ends up happening to him.
in his future.
He does see what ends up happening to him in his future, and sees that he also admits that he was a piece of shit to Thor. He's a piece of shit to Odin. Um,
This Loki is a more matured version.
the funny part in the show when he was like, "Yeah, I brought aliens to fight in New York when Tony Stark or something he said about Tony Stark when he made him fall."
Oh yeah.
That part was funny.
Me tried to use the Mind Stone on Tony Stark. It didn't work, so I threw him off the building.
Another character. Are we gonna see Mobius in this movie?
We have a Hulk. Sorry, that was completely random.
I know. We're
Um,
gonna see Mobius in the movie.
I don't see what reason why. What reason why
We're
we
getting
should see him,
Loki. Just maybe he'd bring him with
and
him.
potentially Sylvie.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could see Owen Wilson's Mobius. There's potential.
he plays a good Mobius, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know anybody else who's played Mobius.
I'm just saying the actor. So yeah, Loki and the TVA. Obviously after the events, the MCU has completely changed how the multiverse has worked. We saw him holding the branching of the timelines in the finale. If the TVA actually gets involved in the events of Doomsday, Mobius could potentially get brought back into this story. But yeah, the multiverse is dying. Obviously, the multiverse is dying. The
We see a
TVA,
bunch of incursions happening,
yeah,
especially
yeah, a ton of incursions
in the
are
X-Men's
happening,
universe.
which makes me think Doctor Strange will come in this film. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, Loki's definitely the center point of this movie. I think he's gonna get a lot of screen time. I think he's gonna be one of the most important characters for this movie. And people that are just saying that like just saying, oh, you gotta watch Loki. I think you gotta watch Loki before you watch this.
I mean, yeah,
And the Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah, I think everybody knows that. I think the big problem originally in Marvel is that we had to watch so many shows to understand what was happening in this movie.
Yeah.
Marvel, I think, they've realized their mistakes, and now they're not going to be doing any more shows. They might still be doing the special presentations, but now they're just slowly focusing on movies and quality over quantity, and they want to get butts in seats. I mean, they did that with Spider-Man, getting over $2 billion in the box office. First Marvel
You
project
didn't really have to watch.
to ever do that.
You didn't really have to watch Punisher and Daredevil, honestly. I mean, I guess to know with the hand and all that, but
There was hardly any mention of Wilson Fisk,
yeah, you
the
didn't.
task force. So that really just,
So I kind of wasted my time.
I guess, I mean, there was like a poster of Wilson Fisk, but it feels like they're, like I said in the Spider-Man video, I feel like we're living in two separate worlds. It's two different entities
Yeah.
because,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's hard to believe that they take place in the same universe.
Now, next up, I want to talk about Steve Rogers.
Well,
Now,
before that, actually, I'm going to ask you a question.
okay.
What in this movie are you looking to get out of? What are you most looking forward to
Like,
seeing?
I come out of the theater and I'm like, that was a fucking good movie.
Yes, like what do you want to see the most from this movie?
I mean, obviously, I'm really excited to see Doom's relationship and Reed Richards' relationship and the whole Fantastic Four together. I'm really looking forward, and I know this might sound just like I'm fucking speaking out of my ass all the time, but I'm really looking forward to see Loki and Thor's reunite together. I think that's going to be such a
Very
emotional
powerful
scene.
scene.
I'm really excited to see how Thor's going to take Doom. I think that's going to be really powerful. How he's going to realize that he's a bigger threat than like Thanos was.
Right.
Um, and honestly, I'm kind of rooting for Doom this movie. I think like if they lose in
A lot of people are kind of rooting for him and believe that his ideology is right.
I'm just like I want to come out of this movie and be like, oh my god, he's fucking scary.
Well, I think that's what they're kind of. They want to show you how powerful
Now,
Doom really
but
is.
I don't want a face reveal in this movie. I don't because I don't want it to be. I want it to be like you're terrified of what's beneath that mask. I don't want to come out of the movie and be like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I want to see maybe in Secret Wars.
That was a pretty good theory. Where did you get that? You pulled that shit off your ass?
That just now, actually, I did.
Off
I
the
just thought
dome.
about that off the dome. But I don't want to see a face reveal because, like, what are we gonna? It's gonna just be get a face reveal. Like, I'm not gonna be scared of that.
So, well, first off, he's hideously scarred. I
Exactly.
mean, if you see the image from him in Secret Wars, I mean, his face is deformed. He'll show you that clip.
Yeah.
I mean, he is disfigured beyond recognition. Now, how are they gonna do that? I have no idea. Um, Although I feel like they are gonna show his face. Now, it might be in the first scene with Franklin,
I hope it's not.
but I mean, he's gonna put the mask back on. I mean, he he has it as like a shield
Yeah.
to protect from showing who he really is behind the mask, as we say. But obviously, he has the mask off and having Franklin
Like
heal his
in the
face.
Fantastic Four, before he put the mask on, like he had like a few like scars, but that was it. Like kind of like how we saw in the Punisher, where we saw Russo got like all like he wasn't even that scarred.
Well,
It
in
wasn't
the Rise of the Silver Surfer, though, he was scarred because after he got
that
burned.
he was. I'm saying like when he first initially put the mask on, he wasn't. But yeah, that's what are your initial um objectives for this?
I
What
mean,
do you
pretty
hope that
much.
happens?
I want Doom to somehow lose. That I want. And
Okay.
I want to see some characters who, and look, they revealed the cast, but I want there to be some secret characters that are in the movie that we have yet to see. Now, Nightcrawler and Beast, they're still supposed to be in this movie, and we've yet to see Nightcrawler or Beast.
Is it gonna be another situation where Tombstone was in this for the movie and then we see him for 30 fucking seconds?
I was so pissed about that.
I think a lot of people were. Yeah, Steve Rogers. Now they show Steve Rogers in the two trailers that we got. Now he obviously lived with Peggy in the 1940s, but he's got the whole beard and facial hair. So could this be like the 1960s? Like what time the Doom or Doomsday takes place? What time? 2023 area.
Doomsday?
Yeah, what the movie takes place around that time. But Steve is living
No, it
in
does
the.
not.
But
It
Steve
takes
is
place in like 2028.
2020. Yeah, yeah, because Spider Man. But when is what time is Steve living? Is he living like in the 1960s? Because he was with Peggy in the 1940s, right? He went back in time to see Peggy
I
in the
think
1940s.
when now they have a kid. I
Yeah, they
think
have a kid
the
now.
mid 1950s.
Probably 1950s. He's living in. Yep.
But who has that look though in the 50s?
That's what I'm saying. So it's got to be like a little older, right? We'll see. I think we'll find out. You guys can let us know down in the comments. But yeah, that's Steve Rogers. You think he's gonna get it like a lot of minutes in this movie? He's gonna have like a little role.
He's gonna have a role. I mean, he's one of the centerpieces on the
Yeah,
poster.
he is. Yeah. Next, we'll talk about Thor. Oh, this is me.
Yeah, this is you.
Okay, so yeah, obviously Thor is a big piece of this movie. He's gonna be the main Avenger of this movie, the strongest Avenger.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
Well, obviously Doom makes him look like
Fucking the weakest Avenger.
yeah.
But yeah, his Thor's history. Thor's been through fucking hell, man. Thor lost his brother like fucking 15 times. You know, he lost his best friend. He lost his
Heimdall.
father. Who he was when he I think when he was praying to Odin when we saw Thor's teaser tour. I think that is right before the fight with Doom.
And I think one of the theories too of that is that Love, Thor's daughter, I think we kind of
Yeah.
see that in the trailer, that she's dying, and I think Doom.
That's why he's praying.
I mean, I think he is trying to steal her life force. Obviously, she's powerful. So I think somehow with Eternity or whatever, he's somehow trying to steal her life force. Kind of something. I mean, he has a purpose for Franklin, and I mean, both of them are very powerful. So I think
Yeah,
there's some ulterior motive with his in his plans with her.
the thing about Franklin is Franklin's trying to fix his face, and we saw that in the end credit scene. And are we gonna see Franklin? We're gonna see Franklin in this movie. We saw Johnny and Franklin, him holding Franklin
And Ben Grimm.
in the first trailer, right? In the first trailer, we saw that
What?
Franklin, or I'm sorry, Johnny. I think Johnny's cooked in this movie.
No.
You
They're
don't think
not
so?
gonna disband the whole Fantastic Four after only one movie.
I
That we
think they're
got.
getting rid of some of the X-Men.
Oh yeah, I think all of them are gonna die.
All of them?
A good majority of them are gonna die.
Professor X?
Yes. Professor.
Magneto. Magneto's cooked.
Yes. Professor X has died multiple times in the MCU. Oh, not in the MCU, in the Fox universe. He died in Last Stand. He died in Logan. He died in Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna see him die again.
I mean, we're gonna see so many characters in this. We're gonna see Doom, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the new Avengers, which obviously Sam Wilson is suing them for the name. Um, but yeah, Doom's true plan is my biggest takeaway from this is his true plan. You know, the title is Avengers Doomsday. It's and Doom could be positioning himself as the person who is capable of so many different things. He's gonna try to take the each universe. He's trying to try to destroy them, and I think we're gonna see a lot of incursions in this. And which universe do you think he's destroying? Do you think it's Tobey Maguire's? Do you think it's Central Park? Maybe. Do you think it's Earth 828?
No.
616?
Well, actually, you know what? It could be um um 828.
828.
Yeah, it could be 828 because obviously in in New Avengers we see the Fantastic Four heading to Earth, leaving their universe.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be the universe that Doom destroys. It's actually a very good theory. Now, I do have a question for you, Lucas.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna get Hulk in this movie?
Now they kind of did him dirty in
How so?
Brand New Day. Now, how we saw Hulk, obviously, it was fucking amazing. How we saw Hulk, that was so cool. But the way he kind of, I would say, did him dirty. I shouldn't say that. Mark Ruffalo, um, Bruce Banner. Sorry, Bruce Banner. How he just kind of was in the. He's like, did I hurt anybody? Did I hurt anybody? He was so so scared.
Concerned, and now he's gonna
Yeah.
be locked up now.
Now he's gonna be locked up, so I don't think he's gonna be in this movie. I do think he's gonna be in Secret Wars, though. I do believe that.
What do you think about his son, Scar? Do you think they're just gonna retcon that whole thing?
I think they're gonna retcon it because I think that project was just totally garbage, and I don't see them really going more forward in Scar's story.
Or She-Hulk's story. Well, Scar is very important, especially in. I mean, I want to know exactly where Bruce went to because we saw he was in space before he came back. I want to see. I mean, what he did in that time. Obviously, he has a son, but in Spider-Man, there's no reference pointing that he has a son. So I think they've completely retconned the idea.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the biggest point I'm getting from this movie is going to be Loki and the TVA. I think that's going to be the key for Doom to succeed in this film. I think that's going to be the key, and if he takes Loki out, it's going to devastate fans again. But
There's potential for that happening.
there's potential. I mean, it's possible theory to happen. I think.
Mm.
At first I was really on the fence of this film, but now I'm actually like really looking forward. I think
Yeah, you were one of the non-believers
I
thinking
think
this movie was gonna
that's
flop.
because that trailer does not do me justice, but the new one really did.
I believe so.
Because in the first trailer, all we got is, oh my god, Doom's a threat, and no,
Well, it's just a teaser.
we're showing we're showing all the Avengers, we're showing everyone. That's all they did. They just show people. This trailer we got Susan talking about
Doom
Victor.
and who he is. I feel like we got more storytelling
We really
without getting enough.
she was
Without
talking
getting
about-
a lot.
She was talking about Victor, and that's what we needed. We need a Victor Von Doom backstory, and I think we're gonna get that in this film, and that's what I'm looking for.
That could be the opening scene, a potential backstory
I would love
on
that.
how he becomes
I
Doom.
mean, I would like a whole show about his backstory. That would be awesome. But I don't know, they're probably not doing the shows anymore. I mean, Born Again season 3 is probably gonna be the last season.
But yeah, with all that being said, do you have any questions for me that you'd like to ask, or do you think that wraps everything up?
Who do you got? Who do you got dying? I think I asked that in the last video, but you have a new opinion.
Yes. All right.
You
I,
got
I
Nut
have
coming out.
I have Professor X dying.
Okay, that's fair.
I have Magneto dying.
Oh, God, okay, so the entire
I
X-Men.
got Nightcrawler dying.
Okay, what about Mystique? 50-50.
Yeah, I think she's fine. Red Guardian's dying.
You think all these people are gonna die in the first movie we're getting with Doom?
Yeah, there's potential, man. I mean, Red Guardian, I think he's gonna die.
What if they flop this and just make Doom look like this threat, and they just flop him and kill him off, and Secret Wars, we see him get killed off in Secret Wars, and they just flop it.
Why would they? This movie's not gonna be a flop.
I don't think it is, but there's always that possibility, man. There's always that possibility. Obviously, coming out of the movie, we're both gonna have probably a lot of recency bias for this.
Just like with Spider-Man.
But
I think.
yeah, I think that's a good theory. I think they're kind of cooked in this movie. But yeah,
Do you think Thor's dying?
No,
You
I
think-
don't. I don't think he's dying. And I think we're gonna get an end credit scene.
Oh, you know,
leading into Secret Wars.
Falcon could die.
Falcon is
The
possible.
new Falcon, not Sam Wilson.
I see.
Why can't they just release the movie? It's obviously done.
I think Magneto's fucked. Magneto's fucked. I think he's the main person we all see dying. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video.
All right, everyone. Yeah, so I think that's gonna wrap everything up. Obviously, we're gonna have at least one more video for Doomsday coming out, probably for the last trailer at least that we're gonna get before the film.
Probably get 2 more trailers. Probably get like an official trailer, then probably a final trailer.
And then yeah, so we'll definitely break down the official trailer, and then we will break down the movie. So those will be our last 2 videos on the Doomsday subject. So with all
Yeah,
that being
and if
said,
you guys want a Vision Quest breakdown,
oh yeah,
let
let us know. Let us know about Vision Quest.
Obviously, we will both be watching that. So let us know down in the comments, guys.
Yeah, so with all that being said, my name is Jameson here with Lucas. Until next time.
Deuces!
Deuces!
Bullshit.
All right, no bullshit. The mic is gonna be fine now, right?
Is it?
It is.
Hello there, hello there, hello there.
I guarantee it, like Joe Namath. All right, good day, guys. Today we're gonna be talking about Avengers Doomsday.
We're finally back after a long break of hibernation.
You fucking tool.